Okay, today we're going to be working on lesson 1D, which is variable and algebraic expressions. And at the top here, the first thing it says is Tyler Joseph was born in 1988. You can find out how old he is by subtracting 1988 from the current year. This year, Tyler is blank. And so what we can say about this is it's 2017, so we can subtract 1988, and I'm just going to do that over to the side here. 2017 minus 1988, and I'm going to have to do some borrowing. That gives me 9 and 29. Okay, so this equals 29, so this year Tyler is 29. Then it says, in algebra, letters are often used to represent the numbers that can change. You can use the letter Y to represent the current year. Each time the year changes, you can use a different value for Y. So next year, we could plug in 2018. Or if we wanted to know how old he was in the past, maybe in 1995, we can plug in 1995. You can use this expression over and over again by putting in different values for Y. How old was Tyler when you were born? So I want you to think about the year that you were born. And you're going to think about subtracting the year that you were born minus 1998. So let's say that you were born in 2006. We're going to do 2006 minus 1988 to see how old he was at that point in time. So, I'm going to have to borrow. And, oh, I already did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Oh, this needs to become, okay, there we go. I had to borrow again. So how old was Tyler when you were born? Well, he was 18 when you were born. How old will Tyler be when you graduate from high school? Well, think about the year that you're going to graduate high school. It's currently 2017. If you're a 6th grader, I think it's 2024. So let's use 2024. 2024 minus 1988. 14 is 6. And I get 36. So he will be 36 when we graduate from high school. In real math, some numbers never change, but others do. For example, the year you were born, or the year Tyler was born in this case, will not change, but your age will. So we can use variables to represent the things that change. We use what we call constants, or just plain numbers, to represent numbers that don't change. And so down here you can see some of our vocab for the unit. You can see that we've got algebraic expression. I want you just to think about words within words here. Algebraic starts like alphabet. These are the alphabet letters. They're an expression, which means there is no equal sign. Excuse me. They're an expression, which means there's no equal sign, and they have an alphabet letter. So a math phrase with one or more variable, that's what we call letters in math, and then in parentheses it says no equal sign. Expressions do not have equal signs. Equations have equal signs. A variable, if you look at the beginning, it varies, is a letter that represents an unknown number that can change or varies. So that's a variable. A constant is a number that does not change. So for example, up here in our, this was an algebraic expression, y minus 1988. Y is my variable, 1988 is my constant. It does not change. There's nothing that changes about that. It is always going to stay the same. The value of 1988 doesn't change because it doesn't have a variable. And then the very last word down here that we're going to talk about in vocabulary is evaluate, which means find the value. It does not mean solve. If we solve, there's an equal sign, But if there is no equal sign, we say evaluate. So when we're talking about expressions or algebraic expressions, we will evaluate them, which means find the value of them.